Hello, and welcome back to Quest and Show, a play podcast where each week a new adventurer steps up to fix a broken kingdom. I'm the host and Game Master James, and today is a very special episode of Quest and Show because we're breaking format from our usual one-on-one template, because it's not just one adventurer embarking on a episode today, we have two. So, let's not wait around any longer. Special guests, please introduce yourselves.
This is the awkward silence moment between me and Matt, like, who goes first? And there, I've just broken the silence. Hi, I'm Rob.
Oh, is that my cue? Oh, hi, I'm Matt. I didn't realise we were working on this. We didn't work the script earlier.
Oh, gosh.
This is why we needed rehearsals, Matt.
When have we rehearsed? If you want, we can do that again.
No, to be honest, absolutely fine intro. Matt, Rob, how are you doing?
We're very well, I think, today.
I'm also doing very well.
Excellent. In case the people at home might not know you, what would you two best be known for?
Well, I'll handle this one. Daddy's got this. You can sit down. We are mostly known for we stream on Twitch quite a bit together. We're kind of a bit of a double act, as Rob likes to say, kind of the Michelin web of Twitch.
Yes, I like to update our references from Morecambe and Wise, Matthew.
Well, we're normally there. I myself, I'm also over at The Gamer. I freelance there quite a bit, doing like various things on video games.
Excellent. And what about you, Rob?
Well, I consider myself to be Matt's dog's body. I am very much the Baldric to his Blackadder.
Yep, I can agree.
If Matt needs something done, I could tend to help, which usually at the moment means taking screenshots of games where he can't be bothered to play.
Hey.
What kind of games has he got your screenshot in?
So he had me sort out clips from Total Warhammer 2, which is a game we both love, and he had me arrange various armies in poses for him. He's never told me what those clips are going to be used. I can only assume for dark, nefarious purposes. I don't know what Matt gets up to.
It's for my personal collection. No, it was some DLC lords I didn't own, so I was like, can you help me please, Rob? Yeah, Rob's always been my kind of the Robin to my Batman. Is a way I can put it.
I prefer Alfred, but okay, fine.
And what kind of stuff do you stream on Twitch? I suppose Total Warhammer might be one of those things, right?
Yeah, it's Total Warhammer. We've did a little bit of Satisfactory. We worked our way through all of the Tall Tales from Sea of Thieves, which was a bit of a logistical nightmare because, like this, I was in a way our DM, taking Rob and his girlfriend and our other friend who was on the previous episode, I believe, archaeologist Kevin.
Yes, Kevin was on a recent episode. Yeah,
so I take them through those little tall tales and we did that sort of thing. What else have we done? We played a lot of Vermintide recently. There was the Chaos Waste updates. We've done a lot of that.
Nice.
Among Us, and more fairly a month ago we did Jackbox.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, but variety stuff. So people can find us there for kind of variety games. We are massive Warhammer nerds. So if you like Warhammer, come join us.
Yes, please follow me as I finish up the Horus Heresy series, which for those who don't know is 54 books.
Oh, there's so many of them.
God,
I'm on book 39 and it's killing me.
Are they any good though? I suppose they must be if they wrote 54 of them.
They are actually good. They're good, dumb bolter porn. That's how the fans typically describe them. But yeah, you're getting action, you're getting melodrama. It's basically Daddy's Issues, the saga. But it's great fun and well worth a listen and a read.
I will also vouch for that, and that every single time I've streamed, Rob has talked my ear off for hours about these audiobooks. So if that's not a seal of approval, I don't know what is.
It's because I'm not allowed to talk to my girlfriend about it. You have to be the surrogate.
To be fair, I did start this addiction, so this is my own fault.
Yeah, this is your fault, mate.
Only have yourself to blame. Oh, gosh. And you mentioned a little bit about DMing through the Sea of Thieves update. So I guess I'll ask both of you, what are your background experiences with tabletop games and role-playing stuff?
I'll allow my colleague to take it from here.
So I got Matt, I think, into role-playing a bit, because I was desperate to play more D&D. So I have been DMing Matt and a few of our friends through 2 campaigns have we done together?
Yeah.
Yeah, and like I've been playing it probably about 3 years now.
Oh, right.
I consider myself a decent enough DM. Like, even if I'm not the strictest, I like to have fun with my role playing. So fun is always the goal for me.
Fun is number one in your opinion.
Rob does let you get. Rob does let you get away with quite a bit. I felt sorry for Kevin when he was taking us through the Curse of Strahd as DM. That was just anarchy.
Oh gosh, what happened?
I was renting my weapon at one point.
Yeah. I killed a mansion with fireball.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, my girlfriend was also playing this Curse of Strahd campaign. Our character's a bit of a relationship where she was meant to be my hired help, and she outsmarted me and managed to get a really good weapon that only I could use, and so charged me 3 gold a day to use it. Which I thought was a bit rude, because I was keeping everyone alive through violence.
My favourite part of that story was how quickly the party agreed to these terms against Rob's will.
Yes!
And what, it was democratically Rob, I assume, was democratically outvoted on it.
Oh, within seconds, yes.
Oh, wow. But hey, that is the fun of role-playing games, is that, you don't have to follow the letter of the law on a lot of stuff, and, weird stuff like that can come up. So, but that's great. And, links to all of your social stuff will be in the description below. And I suppose I'll ask, before we get into things proper, what do you two know about some of the goings-on in Trottle Air and previous episodes of Quest and Show?
Oh, I'm going in blind.
That's good.
Blind as well.
No, that's absolutely fine. You don't need to know anything, because, believe me, by the end of the episode, you'll get an idea of how things currently are in the world of Trottle Air. I'm not saying they're bad, but I'm also not saying they're good. It's a land of contrast, is all I will say.
Oh, I'm sure we can make them worse.
Oh, boy. Well, that's why we have people on. To add a bit more to the plot of the story and take stuff in interesting directions. But before we get into that, because potentially there are people here from your streams or from other avenues that have seen that you're on this episode and go, oh, but I have no idea what Quest and Show is and what it's about. So, before we started, I asked Matt and Rob to come up with 2 characters who will be tasked with solving this episode's issue at hand. And over the course of the adventure, I'll describe settings, characters, and situations. And then it will be up to the players to tell me how they'd like to proceed with their actions. And most of the time, these actions won't be challenged. However, there may be opportunities when they'll want to take the advantage, say, get a drop on somebody or parlay for a better deal. Or times where they'll have to defend themselves, either through a little bluffing or combat. And during these occasions, either one player or both players will be asked to roll 2 6-sided dice. Boys, have you got your dice ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Would, Matt, you first, would you like to roll a lucky roll to see how things might pan out for you?
Okay.
Don't kill us, Matthew.
10.
Oh, big 10. Very nice. Rob, let's see if you can match that big 10. Do a lucky roll.
7.
Ha!
that is a mixed success. On average, though, you're in between 8 and 9, though, which is, on the high end of stuff. But that's pretty good, because, you want some big successes, but also 7s to 9s is where a lot of the interesting stuff happens on Quest and Show. But during the game itself, you might not get those results, because we can also factor in elements of their characters, such as whether they have a special bit of gear or a special ability, and we'll add ones onto the final result. But on the inverse, these things may be a disadvantage, and we'll remove numbers from the final result depending on the situation. But because this is a very special episode of Quest and Show, and there is an opportunity here, we are introducing a brand new rule for you too. And what this rule is that at any point, if Rob or Matt have made a roll which may not have gone as they wanted, the other player can step in to help them out. And in order to do so, they roll 1d6. We will then see the 3 dice and take 2 of the best results from that. But, very basically, high numbers lead to great results, and low numbers... What do you think happens on a low number in Quest and Show?
Everybody dies.
Party wipe.
And a link to the system and the rules will be in the description below. Now, before we get into the adventure proper, is there anything that you two would like to say?
Please be gentle.
Nice, please. Why can't we be friends?
I can't
be friends.
I can't promise anything, but I will try my best.
I would just like to say, whatever happens next in the next 90 minutes, I have no regrets.
And with that, and one more thing. Just as a note for you two, all actions that you perform during this game aren't just going to affect this adventure, but they will affect every adventure going forward, much like previous adventures are going to very much affect this episode. So please keep that in mind in your decision making.
I'm just imagining a sort of a telltale. This character will remember that, but this player will be annoyed by you next time.
Everyone disliked that.
Yeah.
This character no longer exists because of your actions.
This character faded from the timeline. Just Thanos snapped away.
Oh no. Right. If we're ready, let's get into things as we start in a land out of time and out of place. The kingdom of Trotlera. Now, it is a very special evening in Trotlera because the Circus is in town. And I think in order to get abreast of how things may be going, we should see the stars of this particular show. So, who would like to introduce themselves first?
I think
If I may.
maybe manager men go first.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I am Pontus P. Pendaghast, and you are my divine audience for this show. Nay, spectacle, the likes of which you have never even imagined. I am but a simple entertainer and ringmaster, here to amuse you kindly folks with illusions and base trickery. My companion, however, is quite another story. He cares not for your applause, your cheers, or good humour. He cares only to crush those who stand against him. Man or beast are but grists to his fists. The mountains themselves quiver to their roots at his treads. Trees fell themselves at the whisper of his name. I give you the beast from the east, the mangler of spines, and the crusher of kidneys. I don't know who wrote this. Ivan Nabrekyu!
Hello! I am here to break tiny men.
Who among you is ready to stand in the ring for 2 minutes with this destroyer.
2! They would last 2! 1! Most last 30 seconds before sent home in wheelchair to mama.
It should be noted, anyone who steps into the ring willingly voids any right to sue or call the authorities.
We're legally protected.
Pontus, roll
Yes.
2d6 and we'll add +1 for persuasion on this.
7.
Ooh, that is a 7. Okay. Ivan, would you like to help with this roll, or do we think a 7 is a good result for this?
I will help.
Okay, roll 1d6.
1d6. 3.
Ooh, that is a 3. What 2 numbers did you roll, Rob?
6 and a 1.
A 6 and a 1. Okay, so that actually gets us up to a 9 then, which that's not too bad. Relatively similar results then. You have a relatively decent crowd here tonight. A good mix of people from Trotlera. You have humans and elves and dwarves and cat people and dog people, gnolls and trolls, and you even have orcs and a rather large-looking beastman in the audience, which, because of the results of a 7 to 9, most of the attention was kind of directed towards them. A lot of people in the audience are kind of pushing them to go forward, which they seem a little bit awkward about until the orc that they're sitting next to kind of seems to whisper something in their ear, and they decide to step forward into the ring. Ivan, how would you kind of describe yourself in regards to like proportions and how you look?
Sure. Proportion-wise, this is Zangief's normal speaking voice. He was educated in Oxford, you know.
Oh, excellent.
This boy is just a big Zangief-looking lad, just full of muscle, bare fur cape, and some red speedos, just glistening in the lights of the circus, blinding everyone with his massive pectorals.
Wonderful. This person that has stepped into the ring with you has a bit of a height advantage, maybe about a good foot taller than you. And although you are quite a large person, this person might be slightly larger. Not that you can tell from the kind of condition of the shabby clothing that they're wearing and the hood that they have over their head, which their horns are sticking through. Things could go either way, but essentially somebody has entered the ring to fight you.
Good. Time for break, man. I hold out hand to shake hand of no competitor. Put it there, brave man whom I about to break.
Hey, Ivan, he's not a man.
Everyone is man in here.
I mean, I am technically a man, but okay. A hand trembles forward to shake Ivan's.
I'm going to use my brawn and grab it as hard as I can and shake.
Oh boy, roll a 2d6 plus brawn.
Okay, so that's 2d6 plus 1. Come on, dice roller. 5.
Oh, and that's with a 1, yeah?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. You do put a hand out to shake, and you want to do like a nice, like, show of strength. No, you do feel like in this guy's arm that he has got quite a lot of like strength and like thickness to him, and because you're kind of doing that show of strength, he almost looks a little bit like confused, and then a little bit disgusted, and then a little bit angry at what you tried to do to him.
Well, Strongman, what do you want? I would like to shoot my manager a kind of like awkward look, as in, this isn't going well. Stall.
Ladies and gentlemen, have I ever told you the time where I was in a dwarven brothel? Ivan, do something, do something! Yes, it was me and my dearest friend Ivan here, and he decided, come on, do something else!
I would like to then stand away from the beastman, throw off my cape, and be like, truly a big competitor has entered the ring. Will no one else come in and show their bravery? Anyone! Someone will do. Anyone at all.
What he said.
The crowd don't seem that interested as they're all cheering for this big guy to, well, go to toe with this other big guy, essentially. Looking back into the crowd and seeing people are kind of getting riled up, no, this guy decides, okay, time to take my chance then. He's going to try and move in for a grapple. What would you like to do, Ivan?
I would like to turn round and try and clothesline them, like a proper wrestler. Okay, time for heel turn.
Okay. Roll 2d6 and we'll add +1 for brawn, and we'll add another one for super strength.
Okay.
So +2.
14.
Oh boy, big number. This guy is moving towards you then and like kind of getting like rolling up his sleeves and getting ready to like lay a smack down. No, you clothesline them, and even though he does have a bit of a height advantage, I'll say that this does wind him pretty badly and he ends up like stumbling back as a result. Meanwhile, Pontus, because the fight has started, this crowd is getting pretty rowdy. What would you like to... Well, they're getting pretty rowdy and you're not quite sure what direction it's going to turn.
I want to start taking bets. Who thinks the challenger? 5-1 he can take Ivan. Come on, ladies and gentlemen, it's good money. Come on, ladies and gentlemen, who's up for it?
Push the merchandise. Push the merchandise.
Shirts! Tote bags! We've got it all!
The headshots! The headshots!
Roll 2d6 and we'll add +1 for persuasion to this.
11!
Oh, that's a big 11. Yeah. The way that this fight is going has turned into quite a fine money-making opportunity for you. Quite a lot of the merch is being transferred over. And because you got an 11, people are actually handing over cash to grab this stuff. So we are going to add gold coins to your treasure collection, which should come in handy at some point later. Ivan, you did win this guy, but like he is now starting to get back up, and with a big arm, he pulls you like into his chest to try and squeeze you.
Oh boy, I'm gonna do a Karate Kid. Sweep that leg, Johnny.
Oh boy, 2d6 plus brawn.
Okay. Shake. I'm using an app on my phone. I have to like physically whip my phone. 7.
Oh, cute. Oh, that's a 7. Okay, you do manage to sweep the leg. However, realizing that he was going to hit the floor, he grabs your arm and brings you with him. Roll 2d6 plus 1 to see if you like take any harm from this.
7.
As a 7. You take 1 harm because you feel a little bit dizzy and winded from like hitting the floor pretty hard next to him. Like you see Moscow stars around your head like a cartoon character.
My head just bounced off the mat and I just turn to him and go, "Hooya, kurva!"
As Pontus, you are starting to run out of merchandise, and the people in the crowds are getting even fightier as this combat is heating up.
Ivan, we sold all the portraits! Can you believe that?
I'm just like,
oh, that looks like it hurts. Are you alright?
Little bit of pain. Okay. Always been 2 of you, yes?
Yeah. Can I throw a chair into the ring?
Tell you what, yeah, you absolutely can. You find a free chair in the crowd and you throw it into the ring.
Just like we did with the elves, yeah?
Oh, yes, the elves. And I'm going to pick up the chair and just beat the shit out of this guy off the chair.
Oh my god. Roll 2d6 plus brawn plus chair.
Plus brawn plus chair, so that's the next. Okay. How do
That's
rolling for chair?
Rolling for chair. We're adding chair to this.
Remember, people, when you're playing a D&D game, remember to roll for chair. I got a 10. That's a big chair. Roll for big chair.
Okay, this big guy is like starting to come around, and the moment that he looks up at you in the lights, he sees you with the chair. He puts his arms out to kind of defend himself, but you just start wailing on him with this chair, which causes legs to start flying off, like the seats, stuff like that. Splinters are flying. Oh, the crowd are loving this. They have never seen such brutal tactics, like, within their city limits.
For a minute there, I thought you weren't talking about the chair. The legs just start flying off. I was like, how hard am I beating him with this chair?
This guy's arms are starting to, like, even though he rolled his sleeves up, like, his clothes are starting to look pretty, like, ruined, and his arms are pretty badly scuffed from, like, how hard you're hitting him with the chair.
Okay, I'm gonna go a bit easier. I'm gonna get him into an arm bar and just yell at him, "Submit, you fuck!"
Oh my god. Roll 2d6, and we'll have +1 for brawn, and we'll add another one for super strength, so +2.
Okay. He's 4.
Oh, that's a 4.
Yeah, it is bad.
Oh, that is very bad.
It's very bad.
You do put this guy in a necklock, and you're just like, submit. And he's trying to say it, but the crowd is going pretty wild, and you can't like hear anything else.
Oh no!
The moment you look back, this guy is completely conked out. You're not sure if he's breathing or not.
I would like to kind of look at the manager, shrug, stand up at the crowd, and go, "Alright, don't need another one." Then
I will run onto the stage. Put Ivan's arm in the air. Say, "I give you your champion!" I would like to then just beckon to some of the other circus attendants if they could just, move the body.
Before
2d6.
Sorry, before they move the body, like, as my signature thing, I'm going to throw an autographed headshot of myself on top of the person I just knocked out. So they always remember me. Johnny Cage style, baby.
If this is a fancy one, I like to imagine you're throwing a full portrait of yourself at it.
Just Renaissance.
Oh yeah, like in a golden frame with like glass, like the glass smashes as he like throw it onto his body.
Big oil work.
Pontus, roll 2d6.
2d6. 8.
Oh, that's an 8. Okay. Some people do manage to like run onto the stage then to check the guy. First things first, they check his pulse. No, he is still alive, but he is like being pretty badly KO'd. And then they start to pull him backstage, which leaves you two basically with an adoring audience who are like clapping and cheering for you.
I'm just going to stand up on the edge of the the corners of the wrestling ring and just like show off to the fans. It's like, "Yes, I am strongest man," and just eat it up.
Oh yeah, and like people are like they are loving it. They're throwing bits of popcorn at you. Some of them have been able to produce roses. Some of them are throwing merchandise back at you, which, I mean, you've already made the transaction, so it's not like no losses on you. But
all purchases are final. All purchases are final.
No refunds. And then we both leave.
Excellent. And yeah, that is quite an exciting end to your show. Pontus, what are some of the circus folk that you have working with you outside of Ivan?
Oh, so we've got a fair selection. Fire breathers, sword swallowers, a few bearded folk. I'm not sure if they are bearded women, but they just have beards.
Okay.
It's a very low rent circus. Like, Ivan is the main event, really.
Okay. One of the handlers comes out then. This is a mer person. who you were able to find during one of your travels, and has been quite an exciting act at one of the shows because they haven't seen somebody like this from in different parts of the island. But they kind of take you off to the corner, Pontus, because they just kind of look at you very worried and said, "We got a bit of bad news, Pontus."
Oh, what's that?
So, the guy who entered the ring to fight, Ivan?
Yes, still breathing, I hope?
Yeah, but, and leans in. That guy's the king of Troddlera.
What?
Oh boy.
As he points over into the back room where this guy is, on a table being, given, he's being, breathed with, a little pump. And his girlfriend's next to him. Yeah, you get a better look. That giant beast guy is, that's King Pratt of Troddlera.
Can I just walk past completely oblivious to who he is and just point and laugh for a second last time coming to the ring, you wimp, and I just walk away?
You absolutely can do that, but Ivan, interestingly enough, one of the dwarves who has a beard that goes down to his feet and then a couple of meters in front of him, he's got a message for you as well.
Oh, what does tiny man have to say to Ivan?
Ivan, your mother's here.
My mother is a bear. She's here. She's in cage.
Yes. No, she's here and she's very distraught and she needs to speak to you.
Where?
He points to a tent outside of the main tent.
Okay, I rub my face out, budge boy, and I just walk off to the tent. I just wave at the manager. I will be a few minutes.
Ivan, we committed treason. We need to get out of here.
But Ivan, you head into the tent, and yeah, as in your backstory, you were raised by bears in the forest. So these are the only family you recognize. And as you enter the tent, you do see your mother, a big brown grizzly bear with grey in her fur and a scarf around her face. That's how you can designate that she's your mother compared to other grizzly bears.
I know about that, I know.
She does look at you and she's like, Ivan, it is so good to see you again.
Mother, what are you doing out of the forest?
I know that I cannot venture into the world of men, Ivan, but I have such terrible news to give you.
What news? I left the forest a long time ago.
She pats to for you to have a sit down as she's using her big paws to wipe tears out of her tiny bear eyes, and she sniffs and she goes, "Your brother Peter, he's been arrested."
I just smoosh my face and sit there next to her, Corvania. What did he do this time?
That's the thing. He did not do anything, but policemen, they turned up at the home one day and told me that he was arrested for apparently assassinating somebody. Peter would never do such a thing.
Assassinating? Assassinating who?
They would not tell me.
Well, I mean, you are a bear. It's not exactly information you would provide to a woodland creature. I don't see me going around telling secrets of the states to a chipmunk.
That is a very good point, but I'm still... Peter, you know what he is like? He is just a simple bear. He would not hurt a fly, Ivan.
Yeah, it wasn't the same after that Winnie the Pooh show, I know. It affected him very badly.
He wouldn't hurt a fly because, yes, he's had very bad experience with bees over the years, trying to take their honey.
Oh, bother.
Oh, bother. But she's just dabbing her face with a tissue, and she's just like, he has been taken in by the Dekio police force, but I don't know. I don't know. Ivan, I taught you to be a big, strong man. Do you think that you could help him out?
Listen, Mama. And I'd hold her by our shoulders and pull her into a bear hug, does air quotes. And I give her a big tiger and he's okay, I will rescue my brother. I will get to the bottom of this with manager. He's smartest man I know. It will be okay, I promise.
Oh, thank you, Ivan.
On my reputation as a wrestler, I will free him and clear his name.
Oh, thank you, Ivan. But I must get going. The longer I spend here, the more people will start asking why there is a bear in the tent. So, please, just come back home when you know once you have helped him, okay?
I will, mother. You be safe now.
Excellent. As she looks about and then starts wandering like Paddington Bear out of the tent until she hits grass, and then she runs away on all fours.
You just hear villagers screaming from the bear.
Like all the people who were there to see you fight earlier. Yeah, they're all terrified because there's a grizzly bear.
Just like old times.
But yeah, Ivan, you've been asked by your mother to go and help your brother Peter, who has apparently been arrested by the Dekio police force, which Dekio is a kingdom just only about a few miles out from Trottelera. It's like a sister city to it, essentially.
I would like to question the police force that bring in a bear and point to it and go, what's he in for? Assassin.
Apparently.
Okay.
That's all she knows. That is all she knows, unfortunately. But, Pontus, everyone in the circus is a bit panicked because your star attraction choked out the king of Trottelera.
And beat him with a chair.
And, beat him mercilessly with a chair.
Okay, they don't train you for this. Right. Okay, guys, pack up. We're leaving in the morning. We'll send a note to the king, telling him we hope he gets better. Some flowers, maybe? Chocolates? What's he like? Anyone know? I don't want to get beheaded.
They all just look very kind of stressed and panicked as Ivan returns.
Hello.
Hi, Ivan. Did you know you committed high treason? We need to run.
Treason? But the trees are over there in the forest. I just stare off and point, just not getting it.
Pontus would like to cry a little bit.
Did you see large bear? My mother came to see me. Apparently a bit of family drama.
Wait, a bear is your... I thought you were speaking figuratively.
No, raised by bears, you know this.
You said it a lot, but it's actually true?
Yes, actually true, not flavor text.
Huh.
Well, apparently my brother is an assassin. But Mama seems to think he was framed. His whole thing I go fix. Be back in a week.
No, I need you. You need to be my witness in case, you did beat the shit out of the king.
What king? Who king? Where?
The one currently having minor surgery in a tent.
Oh, do you mean the wuss? He's king, really?
Yeah, I'm surprised they let him do that as well, apparently.
Well, he shouldn't have got in the ring, his own fault.
That's what we're going to have to argue in court. I don't think that works, though.
Well, I need to go deal with brother problem. You're welcome to come, I need to go.
Yeah, probably a good idea if I get out of this city, at least. Merperson, whose name I never really learned. I'm a terrible employer. You keep the circus ticking over, okay?
Well, why don't we move the circus? I mean, if we're trying to get away from the king or whatever, I mean, why not just move the circus to wherever this family trouble's happening?
I suppose, but have any of the guards from this city actually asked any questions?
No, because the only person who is there other than the king that you choked out is his girlfriend, and she's crying in the corner currently.
I mean,
Did you say is she crying in a way that seems like she'll want vengeance in about 12 to 24 hours?
Oh no, she just seems pretty upset.
Okay, we pack up the circus, apart from that one tent, and then we're gone before anyone notices.
Works for me.
Works for me too, let's go.
Excellent. You literally like an operating table and the chair with the girlfriend on it, just like in the middle of this field as the rest of the circus moves around it. So the circus is moving to the city of Nebrekyu then, which, as stated, is just outside of Trottelera. And well, I guess what I will ask is this, and feel free to add details if you want to, but have you done shows in Nebrekyu previously?
Have we?
I think we're fairly new to the whole area. We were going from Trottles to other places, so this was certainly on our map to visit at some point, but we're new to the area.
Okay, so this is new to you then. There were a lot bit... Sorry. I burped into the mic. Not very nice. I'm going to cut that.
Oh, that was where I did the same thing at the exact same time.
Oh, dear. The Kingdom of Nebrekyu is a little bit more quote-unquote authoritarian than Trottelera. Trottelera, you can get away with the king sneaking out in peasant's clothes to then get choked out by a circus performer. That doesn't happen in Nebrekyu. They have a board of governors rather than rulers, and they have. I'll tell you what. Pontus, roll straight 2d6, and I'll try and give you a bit more information.
So would I need to choke out every single governor? Got it.
I have 3.
Oh, you got a 3.
Yeah.
Ivan, do you want to help?
Sure. I get the feeling I should.
Okay.
Educate me, Ivan, please.
So 1d6.
Yes.
Shake. Oh, 2.
Oh, I don't think that's probably going to make much of a difference.
No.
Okay. You ask other people in the circus whether they know anything else about Nebrekyu. No, they're exactly the same as you. They just know that it's a kingdom outside of Trottelera, and things are a little bit tighter than Trottelera as well. So you're going in essentially blind to this whole situation of why Peter was arrested.
Okay, Ivan, first thing we need to do, tourist information. We need to find out about this place.
I need to ask people if they've seen a giant bear. I'm sure they will notice that thing is not exactly subtle. And if I remember Peter, oh boy, he's loud.
You can't just go up approaching people telling, hey, have you seen a bear? He's my brother. He's wanted for murder.
I mean, that you got any other ideas?
Yes, tourist information. That way we can get sort of a tour guide around the city, work out where the prison is, then maybe we could work out what to do.
Oh.
Maybe we could just pay bail. I don't know.
Oh, good. You think they'll know about bears?
I'm just going to walk off.
Okay, so how do you want to approach this then? What's your plan?
Tourist information, as he says.
Tourist information.
Okay, so you want to just find some place in Nebrekyu that seems like they know what's up. Well, of course, there's a public library, there's like a jobs board, there's plenty of inns as well, which always seem like good places of information. So, but there's no like building which has like a big like eye icon, so you can like tell. That's where information is.
You are here.
So there's no map board that's saying, yeah, you're here. For information, go here, here, here.
You're parked here. Yeah. And I guess would be a good place to start. The old D&D classic.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so is it just you two going in then? You don't bring the rest of the circus troupe with you?
Oh god, no.
No, we're not bringing the rest of the carnival around. They're work friends.
Okay, you kind of leave them then outside the city limits, and essentially they'll try and like keep an eye on it, and like if anybody starts asking questions about if you got a permit or whatever, then they'll do their best to try and let you know. But you head into it then, and quite a busy little place even for the middle of the afternoon, which there's a couple of half-elves in there, a couple of orcs, and behind the bar is a pretty big, bald human guy with a eye patch.
Okay, I would like to walk up and slam my hands on the bar and go, "Hello, have you seen a bear?"
The guy looks up, sees your enormous hairy body, but then doesn't think to say anything, and then shakes his head back and forth and says, I can't say recently, no.
Damn! And I turn to the person next to me. Hello, have you seen a bear? And I just go around the whole bar like that for the next 5 minutes.
Oh, asking if they have seen bears.
If they've seen a bear.
Roll. Okay, roll 2d6.
2d6. Oh, no, that's a 1d6. 8.
Oh, that isn't 8. Okay, so you keep going around and you say, oh, bear, and half elves are completely freaked out by you just leaning in and asking if you've seen a bear. The orcs don't want to pay any attention to you. Until eventually you do get to somebody in police uniform who's drinking at the back of the bar. He looks at you confused and says, wait, how do you know about a bear?
He's my brother. I'm looking for him.
Ixnay on the bear.
What?
I would like to take over negotiations.
Okay, you try and push in front of Ivan then to
My apologies, officer. My friend here is very keen. He loves local wildlife. Could I trouble you for a moment of your time? I'd be happy to recompense you with a libation or two.
This guy was solely confused as you basically offered him but he's like, okay, but I don't know what you want.
Excellent, sir. We'll acquaint you with the details soon. You're officer of the law here, yes?
Last time I checked, yeah.
Yes. I would like to beckon over to the barman for free drinks, please.
Can I just point out I've probably wandered off now and I'm talking to someone else, so you probably just hear a distance. Hey, Silver! Have you seen it?
You're going to try and... Okay, so the intent of this is what? To just kind of wet this guy's whistle then, yeah?
Yeah, where's Whistle? See if I can get him talking about any bears in the local holding cells or anything.
Tell you what then, roll 2d6 and we'll have +1 for persuasion and +1 for the gold coins that you have.
Okay. 7.
That is a 7. Okay. I will say that the... Okay, no, actually, I think I can figure out something for this. Oh, so you order a bunch of drinks then for this guy, and he's like, well, I am on the clock, but alright, you're paying. So he just starts knocking stuff back then, and, floor is yours to ask questions.
So, I am in the business of acquiring animals for my circus, and I was told there was a large bear in the possession of the police force here. I was wondering if it'd be up for sale to interested party.
You're kidding, right? No, that bear ain't going anywhere. He's currently under arrest for assassinating a mafia leader.
I beg your pardon? Murdering a member of the mafia? Oh. A bear?
Oh, you must be from out of town. Oh, this has been a news story for months now, yeah. So, a couple of months back, before that thing that happened at Trotlera Castle, there was, there was this little gang fight outside in the Hay Fever tribe, and there was the Staccato crime family, and then there was the Hay Fever tribe, and then funniest thing happened. Guy turns up called Mario Cucado, and this bear. And he asks the bear to set an explosive. This explosive goes off and wipes both parties off the map.
A man asked a bear to set explosives.
Okay. Yeah, crazy story, right?
Yes, absolutely insane. Ivan!
Yeah?
Where do you say he's being held, this explosive bear?
Oh, we currently got him in jail we currently got him in cells in Dekio prison. He ain't going anywhere. No bail on his head.
Oh dear. What will be the sentence? Execution, I imagine, for such a crime as bear explosive homicide.
Oh, well, I mean, we were going to give him life in prison, but hey, we've never done an execution before, so that's a pretty good idea.
It certainly is, not one I'd repeat. Some could say a stint in the circus for life, which for a bear is about 15, 20 years, if I remember rightly, before they naturally expire. Could be a very good punishment. I, of course, happen to have a circus, and I'd be happy to take him off hand. I can be very cruel when I need to be. I can poke him with sticks a lot. He'll be very irritated, yeah.
The guy rolls his eyes and he's like, no, this guy's a criminal. You know, when we found him in the forest picking berries with his beanie on, he was crying. He was like, I've never even heard of the hay fever tribe. I'd never do such a thing. But now we got a star witness who was able to point him out immediately. So, yeah, he ain't, I'm afraid I can't hand him over to you.
Oh, of course. No, that'd be far above your pay grade. Witness? So someone survived this explosion, then?
In a roundabout way, yeah.
Okay. And they're framing a bear. Well, I say framing, of course. We don't know his innocence. He's could be guilty, could not be. Ivan!
I would just wander back to the table at this point. Hello! No luck. What about you?
So our friend here mentions that someone saw your brother strapping high explosives to something and then blowing up 2 gangs of people. I just want to know who saw all that sort of thing. They must have quite a story to tell.
Explosives. Sounds about right for him. There was that incident with the beaver dam that one time.
Shut up.
The Dekio police force officer is like, he just kind of gives you a stinking look and he's like, I can't tell you that.
Of course not, of course not. You can't tell me. But you could tell my friend.
Tell me what's going on? I just like to lean over on the table menacingly.
Oh yeah, you put like a big arm out,
There's
like flexed about.
Big old hand, like slam. What is going on?
See, we actually have a problem here, officer. You've been caught on the job by dozens of honest citizens drinking quite a lot of hard.
I would just like to look behind me and just say, oh yes, all of these eyes watching you, a man of the law. Drinking on the job is not good.
Now, I'm just a stranger to this town, I wouldn't know what the usual customs are. But, for where I come from, if an officer of the law was seen imbibing alcohol that could floor a typical horse, that officer would usually be fired from his job and then put in the stocks.
If not hanging.
Hanging, yes. He's from my friend Ivan here is from a much harsher realm, but yeah, they like to hang officers who don't do their job.
Very big on that whole being torn limb from limb by horses too.
And that's just a weekday.
Yeah, no second offenders, very effective.
You're
So
going for...
Oh,
sorry.
Oh, no. I think we're done here.
I was going. So, are you going for an intimidation tactic here?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Who wants to? I'll open it to either of you. Who wants to roll 2d6 on that?
So like this has been an act of persuasion. So
Okay. All right. You roll 2d6 plus 1 then, and if you need it, then I can roll a d6. But
10.
oh, that's a 10. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
This guy is like pulling on his collar then as he does see that there's like 4 empty casks in front of him, and he does look at you and he goes, right, listen here. I'm not letting this bear go, alright? I mean, it's not even my decision. That goes way higher up than my pay grade, but if you want to talk to the witness, I suppose I can make that happen.
Look, we don't have to say you let bear go. If bear somehow escape, we won't say you're in fault. How does that sound?
You're trying to entrap me to free this bear?
You say entrapment, I say caught drinking on the job. How about we let the courts decide that one?
Oh God. I'll give you an option then. He will either let you talk to the witness, or he will set up something that he'll try and let the bear go.
What do we think?
I feel he could double cross us if we let him out of our sight. If we just get the witness, then we can work from there. It feels too risky trying to jailbreak right from the first guy we're talking to.
Yeah, true. I mean, I have super strength as well, so like I can literally break a jail. So
that is true.
Witness is good. Yeah, let's go for witness.
Go with the witness then. All right, he gulps and he goes, "All right, okay, all right. I'm still on my lunch break, but we're gonna have to move pretty quick, okay? But yeah, it's gonna look pretty suspicious. A ringleader and a strongman coming in here, so time is of the essence. All right."
Yes, of course.
Okay, he looks around the bar then, and like he does a finger for like follow me as he takes you through the streets of Nebrekyu. He is moving you then towards the prison complex that they have. There is the police station, which then leads to cells. So you now have an idea of where Peter is likely being held. But he doesn't take you into the station. There is actually a little shed nearby, and he kind of looks at the two of you and he's like, "You two have got strong stomachs, right?"
Yes.
You can't work in a carnival without one.
I have strong everything.
he's just like flexing because you after saying that.
It's flexing in the moonlight. I have strong everything.
He unlocks the door and pushes it open, and you see a very odd thing in this room. On the floor, in a bucket, looks like offcuts of meat. And then, hovering above the bucket, fast asleep, is a levitating ghost.
What the fuck is this?
Oh, the moment you say that, the ghost kind of like... kind of like wakes himself up and like starts to... He's trying to look around, but it's like he's like trying to rotate on the spot, but he's struggling to do so.
Hello, Mr. Spirit.
The spirit rotates around, and you see a overweight and quite old-looking half-elf in a pork-pie hat and a suit. As he goes, "Hey, what the... I thought you asked me all the questions you needed."
No, sir, we just need to go over a few more details. I think there were some things lost. What can you tell me about this bear then? Peter, is it? Yes.
Oh, I did not know his name was Peter. And he's trying to look around, and he does see that there's a Nebrekyu police officer, and he's like, I thought you said you would send me back to the land of the dead. I've already told you guys everything I know." "Yeah, but these two guys have got questions for you as well, so, if you can answer them, then, we can move around on there." But he looks at you two and he goes, "Well, hey, maybe you two guys can sort that out, right?"
Well, what?
Yeah.
What do you need us to do?
That's
one thing at a time. One thing at a time, Ivan.
Okay.
great. All right, you guys go nuts. And he shuts the door on you, leaving you with the ghost hovering above the meat bucket.
So we're special investigations. That's what we are. Isn't that right, Ivan?
Yes, we investigate many special things.
Yeah.
He sees you in the top hat and coattails, and you buff as fuck, but wearing like a bearskin cape, and he's like, yes, you're definitely special, all right."
Yes, our line of work does lead to some eccentricities. So, describe what happened.
What do you mean?
Everything you remember before your... And I kind of wave at the pile of meat, like, before that.
Oh God, I've already recounted this story so many times before, but if I must, I guess I must. I had head over to the hay fever tribe to cut a deal with them, and then the next thing I know, my man, Mario Q. falls through the roof, tells me that he was there to investigate something to do with that stupid prince's parents, and then the next thing I know, kaboom! My arms and legs fly in all different directions, and the last thing that I see before passing away is a great big brown beast outside the window.
You saw a bear before exploding. Okay. This is a
No,
special...
he saw a beast.
A beast.
Well,
Okay.
what other kind of brown beasts do you know of other than a bear?
A cow, a horse. Many animals take on the likeness of a brown thing, especially in the last moments of life. Your vision could have been a blot of blood on your eyes.
Yes, it's cool. I just kind of turn around as if I'm just getting it. It could have been a big dog.
Big dog?
Or a large seagull.
Possibly.
No.
Yes.
These things stood on two legs like a grizzly bear.
So like a large rat is what I'm hearing. A rodent of unusual size.
How many humanoid rats have you two seen?
15.
Exactly.
I choked one out last week.
Sit.
But he shakes his head back and forth and he goes, no, it was... The figure that I saw was a big brown beast. And then the Dekio police force say that they found who it was.
So tell me about the... Marcus, was this? The man who fell through the roof, yes?
Yes, Mario.
Mario, yes, Mario.
And you're the only witness to this incident.
The only one who has come back from the dead.
I have another question. Can you leave the bucket?
He tries to move forward, but no, he's stuck to the bucket.
Oh, you're stuck there. Okay, good. I'm just gonna go over, grab the bucket, and then just go take it outside. And is there a river nearby?
Oh my god. For purposes of this, yes.
Yes. Okay. Well, I have super strength, so I'm gonna launch this into the river.
Oh my god. You open the door.
No witness,
then,
no
and
crime.
You're gonna throw this thing out. The Dekio police force guy sees you with the bucket in your hands. He's, what the hell do you think you're doing? Roll 2d6 plus... Well, if you're willing to still go along with this plan, roll 2d6 plus super strength.
Okay.
I'd like to know that Pontus has not left the shed. He is not going to leave the shed until this has resolved itself.
Oh boy, okay.
Okay, don't screw me over, dice. Oh, I got an 8.
You got an 8, okay.
Yeah.
Pontus, are you happy to let this play out, or do you want to stop this?
He's too big, I can't stop him. It happens.
He's too powerful. I can't stop him.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. In that case, then, you kick the door open with the meat bucket in your hands, and the Dekio police force goes, what the hell do you think you're doing? And then with a big heave-ho, you throw the meat bucket out, and the meat hits the water. The ghost that was hovering above the meat, like a 3D object, it just follows the meat, and then is on top of the river. And then as the meat flows down the river, so does the ghost, as he is screaming at the Dekio police force like, I'm getting away, stop these men now!
I would just like to wave and then turn around at the manager and just shrug and go, no witness, no problem.
Oh, he doesn't like that. The Dekio police force guy is going to grab a baton.
You can try.
Stop! I would like to... I would like putting on my... airs and graces, like, gentlemen, what has happened here is a great crime. A bear has been framed by a vengeful spirit. I am Pontus P. Pendaghast, special investigator for the governors. Yes. I went, this is...
I would like to also chime in, Ectoplasm Division.
Now, we've had tales of certain vengeful spirits leading investigations up a wrong course. Many innocent men, women, and bears have been put to death and jailed because of bad evidence. But it ends here. Free the bear, Pietro. He will be taken into our custody, and then... we shall investigate further at a later date.
You will also be punished accordingly.
Yes. Now, I'm sure you're all honest men. Good members of the police department. We can all play nice now, can't we? I think they bought it.
I just shrug.
Just to get this straight, You've committed a crime by tampering with evidence by throwing a guy in the river. And the push is now to see if you can, through sheer charisma alone, convince him to not try and arrest you.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I'll let one of you roll 2d6, and what I'm going to say is, you need to get above a 9 in order to pull this off.
Rob, on you go.
Right, is this both deception and persuasion?
I will give you one for persuasion, but not deception.
Can I point out, while he was monologuing, I have walked back to the policeman, so I'm standing in front of him right now.
Oh yeah, the police officer has got his baton like drawn on you,
That's
but
no
Pontus is like trying to talk him down.
It's
so
just so like, with whatever happens next, I can deal with it. I'm within range.
Your plan B.
Yeah, I'm plan B. I'm a big plan B.
Yeah.
13!
What did you get?
I heard 13.
13!
13! Oh, I love this
sixes,
man.
baby.
I love this man.
Oh, you got boxcars. Oh my god.
Oh, this is why we work together.
I will tell you. All right, this is what happens. You do the spieling at him, and Zangief Ivan is like over him, looking like cracking his knuckles. This guy is so bemused by this turn of events. The baton drops out of his hand, and he starts like stepping back, sees the police station behind him, and just decides to do a runner. He does not want to get involved in like what happens next.
Do you think he's going to free the bear?
I would doubt that highly. Now what?
I think we should get out of here.
But Bear, I need to free my brother.
Yeah, but he's... Yeah. Do we run after him? that doesn't usually work.
I will say, because you got boxcars, he is not running in the direction of the police station. He just looks like he just wants out.
He just fucked off. I guess I could try and use super strength and break the prison wall. Try and break the bear out from this side. Good old fashioned Wild West jailbreak, baby.
With a shot. Do you want to go with that plan?
I'll go with that plan.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, well, first things first then. Either of you can do this, but okay, so you got an idea from this guy that like he saw a big brown beast, but like probably could have been a bear, probably might not have been, we don't know. But they have taken a bear into custody. It's quite a large set of cells though, so you are going to have to do a tiny bit of investigation to see if you can figure out where Peter is. You're currently outside though. There are windows with bars on them, which you can try and peek through, or you can try and go inside and see from that direction. It is up to you how you want to approach this.
So, Rob, you're the fast talker of the two of us. Your option, I guess, could be go inside, try and scout it out and let me know, and I could break it from the outside.
Yes, certainly I can.
You could be the bear's lawyer. They're allowed a visit from an attorney.
Yes, let's do that. Lawyer up.
We'll split this in two then, and obviously, like, you give Ivan, like, when you find his cell, like, you could give him, like, a signal or something from outside.
What's the code word?
There's a bear here.
That works. That works.
I mean, it works. It definitely works.
I don't know. I will wave out the window for a moment. Something like that. Just look for a sign. Any sort of unusual sign is probably me.
Okay. I will patrol around the windows and keep an eye out.
Okay, we'll do this in two then. So, first thing is we will focus on Pontus, which you're letting yourself into the police station then.
Yes.
Okay, you do head on inside, and there are a couple of cells on the floor that you are at, but you do not see a bear in any of them yet. But there is a table in front of you with a guy behind it, another half-elf who is currently in the midst of writing up paperwork. Before they look up and see you in your top hat and coattails.
I'm a very fancy man.
Yeah, fancy man.
Rob Edwards, bear lawyer. Dun dun.
Phoenix Wright, ace attorney for bears.
Objection.
Hello there, good sir. I am Pontus P. Pendaghast, bear lawyer. I'm here to meet my client, Pietro.
Oh, you're the guy's lawyer, are you? Oh,
Yes.
Well, that's funny. You didn't mention that he had one. I didn't even think wild animals had lawyers. That's news to me.
My client is no wild animal. He is a civilized beast of the forest, and he will be treated with respect, sir.
Oh, well, not for the charges that he has against him, but
I believe
sorry, go ahead.
I believe the evidence against him is quite flimsy and will not hold up in court.
Roll 2d6 and I'll give you one for persuasion and one for deception.
Ooh, we're looking at 11.
Oh, that's a big 11. Alrighty. The guy looks a bit bemused, but he's like, and then he shows and just goes, yeah, alright, I'll give you a couple of minutes with him. It's a good thing it's lunch, otherwise, I'd make you do paperwork and stuff like that, but if it's just a quick chat, yeah, no problem. So,
Thank you for your time.
He then, takes the key off his belt, opens the door, and he lets you into the area where you can access the cells. Good news for you, Ivan. The cell is on the bottom floor of this complex, but it is quite far back, as he leads you through and he goes, yeah, we'd usually put him in a special cell for, his crimes and the fact that he is a bear, but, he seems to be a pretty sweet guy, so, we got him on the bottom floor here, at least until things are processed,
Yeah, certainly. May I have some time alone with my client now?
As you head to the cell, then you look in, and sitting on a bench, crying little bear tears with his paws on his eyes,
Aww.
And the thing that makes him distinct from his mother is that he has a propeller beanie on his head, is Peter.
Aww.
You get to the cell, and I guess you say, can you leave me alone with him? And then he's like, I don't know, this guy is he's a pretty serious threat, so...
it's a bear.
I should probably keep an eye on him while you're here.
Sir, client confidentiality is one of the cruxes of my profession. If this bear cannot expect his rights to be adhered to here, where can he, sir? Now, I believe you're on your lunch break. I'll be done before you finish your sandwich.
Push for another persuasion. Do another TD6 plus 1. We'll push for another persuasion here.
That's a 6.
Is there anything you think that you could do to push it to a 7?
Let's see. I have a few gold coins, of course, on me.
You do?
I would, while I'm talking to him, if I could just be rolling one in my fingers, just sort of, hey, this is a thing. You interested?
Tell you what, then. I'll let you push to a 7, but the gold coins will be out of your inventory.
Certainly.
Just racking up those crimes, bribing a police officer, tampering with evidence, intimidation.
Impersonating police officer.
Impersonating an official of the court.
Yeah.
So the guy sees you playing with the gold coins then, and he just nabs it between your fingers and he goes, you got 2 minutes, be quick.
Fantastic. Alright, so they let me in, I'm assuming?
Yeah, so he opens the door and lets you in.
That's brilliant. Pietro, then, is it? Yes. I'm a friend of your brother.
Ooh, ooh. He's crying, and then he lights up and he goes, wait, you know, wait, which brother?
The human one.
You know Ivan?
Yeah, he's an associate. Give me a hat.
My hat?
Give me your hat.
Oh, but I like this hat.
It's lovely, you'll get it back.
He just leans his head forward to let you take the hat.
Right, get off. I guess, is there a window or something?
Yeah, there is a cell window.
Alright, I would like to stick the hat out the window and try to shake it about.
Ivan, you see Pontus's hand stick out, waving from a distance what looks like Peter's propeller beanie.
I just walk over mumbling, you stupid bear. Just pop my head in the little window. Peter, you moron!
Ivan, you're here.
Explosives again!
No, I did not do any explosives. They said that I did, but I don't even know where I would buy them.
I will tell Mama all what you've done. You should have seen her. You made her cry so much, and now I'm fucking here helping you as usual.
Gentlemen, this is really touching reunion, but I need to get out. I would like to give Benji his hat, and I would like to run back to the front desk where I will talk a little bit more to that guy and just get out of the way of what's about to happen.
Oh, you want to distract the guy at the front desk?
Yes.
Yeah, it's gonna get loud.
That's cool. That is a cool idea then. But I'll tell you what. Alright, so first things first then. So you leave the cell and you like do your thing. And you're gonna head back and you're gonna chat to the guys. So, Ivan, it is time to break the wall.
Time to break little jail!
Break through the jail. So roll 2d6 plus 1 for brawn plus 1 for super strength.
Peter, stand back! Break, tiny one. What?
He like budges up on the bench.
What is dice? Dice is 11!
That's an 11. Oh boy.
Double legs, good!
You grab the iron. Well, I don't know. How do you do this then? How do you break open a jail cell?
Just headbutting and punching and ripping apart.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you're just going to destroy it by literally punching the thing apart.
Hey, big angry in Russian, let's do it!
Okay.
Just the heavy gunner from TF2 going nuts. Just ripping this thing apart.
Excellent. You just start wailing on the wall then, and poor Pieter, like, he moves, like, even though Pieter is like a 7 foot, 500 pound bear, he just like, so the railings, so you pull this thing apart. The guy behind the desk looks over and he's like, Jesus Christ, what the hell is that?
Oh, nothing, officer. I heard there was some building work nearby. Now, tell me, is there a Mrs. Officer?
Roll 2d6, and I'll give you a +1 for persuasion, and because he got an 11, as long as you roll above a 6, you'll have this.
Go on, Rob, no whammies.
Oh.
No whammy.
Oh, 12!
Oh my god.
Perfect crime.
This guy's like completely bemused, but you do have him like under your spell essentially.
I'm
He's just
sorry, this
like-
police force is terrible.
They really are. Yeah, building. Yeah, my wife. Yeah, sure. What about it? As we cut back and it's just like Ivan is just ripping the bricks out.
Just bricks everywhere, rubble.
Peter is just like, but I can't run away from jail. That's breaking the law.
Oh, you want more laughing? Okay. No, I don't care. It's break tiny wall. This could tell you rip it apart till it's like a bear-shaped hole, and I just grab him and pull him through.
Oh, yeah. So, no, that was the thing. So, Peter was like, oh, I don't want to escape because, like, I don't want to get in trouble. But, oh, you're just going to pull
I don't
him
care.
through,
No,
yeah?
I heard. I don't care. I'm just grabbing him and pulling him through.
You're grabbing him. All right. Roll 2d6 and I'll give you a +1 for super strength.
2d6. Okay. Come on, no Emmys. He's 10.
Oh my god.
I know, good rolls for some reason.
You pick up this half-a-ton bear above your head easily as you just carry him out of his jail cell. He's got like his little hands and feet up like Addington Bear. Like, oh, okay. Oh, thank you, Ivan.
Just over the shoulder, just fireman's carry out the door into the night.
You carry him in a fireman's lip, like he's like you're bringing your wife into a house.
You're my wife now.
Okay, but and I would say Pontus, the guy's kind of looking over his shoulder and he's just like, I don't know that I should probably check in the jail cells though. Can you stay right here?
Oh, I'm not going anywhere, my dear. Why don't you stay with me? Tell me more about your work.
No, I really should be I should just check. It is lunchtime. They might be hungry.
This is Woody Allen.
This guy's going to go up and have a look. You can either try and keep him here for good, or you can use this as a whatever you want, really.
Well, because I have expertise in illusions, any chance I can throw a smoke bomb?
Absolutely. So roll. Okay, so let's say then that this guy does have a look back and he does see light streaming through the cell that poor Peter was in, and you're just going to try and smoke bombs to escape the situation.
Smoke bomb. Yeah, get out of there. Yes. Please.
Okay. Roll 2d6, and I'll give you a +1 for illusions, and I'll give you another +1 because things are going relatively smoothly. It's a +2.
10.
Wow. What the? And he looks back and then...
It's bright pink smoke.
And it clears really quickly and you're not there.
How did he?
What kind of... Why do bear lawyers have smoke screens? What the hell was that?
Bloody city
and the two of you... you and the bear are quite far away from the jail.
Why bear?
And Pontus, you do see your Circus Strongman carrying a big grizzly bear in a propeller beanie. So what do you want to do with this information? What's your plan? What do you want to do?
I would like to follow them at a discreet distance so I'm not immediately associated with them in case anyone spots us.
Okay. But I suppose the main plan is you want to just try and escape from...
If we get to the circus, yeah.
Okay. In that case then, Ivan.
Yes.
As you start to get closer to the city limits... This was something that you noticed when you came in, but the tolls in and out of Dekio have staff back on them.
Uh-huh.
So you can either try and go straight through, trying to carry the bear, or you can try and find another way out of Dekio.
What do you think? Ain't no brakes on this train!
Please slow down.
Nope.
Kill us all.
Ivan is still going. He's putting a fist out in front of him and he's going straight through like a truck that's out of control.
Oh, you're going through like a runaway train.
Yeah. Have you ever seen that like Stephen King? Is it Maximum Overdrive where all the trucks are sinking?
Oh, the truck with the Green Goblin face on it.
And it's just powering through buildings. Yeah, that's Ivan.
I was thinking of the Ridley Scott film Unstoppable, with the runaway train, but it's just a giant Russian guy carrying a bear.
And a beanie, yeah. I just laughs maniacally.
Denzel Washington's he's on the other side of the phone, do whatever you can to stop the Russian guy to minimize damage.
What Russian guy? Just straight through.
There he is! He's heading towards the school. Stop him.
It's a sharp turn. He's not going to make that sharp turn.
Roll 2d6 plus super strength.
Okay. Shaky. Come on. Oh, Jesus. 13.
Oh my god.
God, is that boxcars again?
Yes. Oh, I'm being on all these rolls. I'm being genuine. It's nothing but
No. I absolutely believe you. That's just the magic of Questing show. You see... Well, there's two options. What do you want to smash through? You can either smash through the brick wall of, that separates Dekio from the outside, or you can go for the toll booth, or you can do whatever you want.
I'm just going straight through the toll booth. Zangief has, Ivan has no spatial awareness. Straight line is a straight line to him. I'm going maximum overdrive straight through those buildings. No more toll booth.
Inside the toll booth is a guy drinking a cup of coffee.
Is he 3 weeks close to retirement, going back to his family?
Yeah, there's a picture of there's an etching on the wall of him and his beloved hound, and he's reading a comic book.
He's like a painting of a yacht.
he's sipping his coffee, and then he looks out the corner of his eye, and he sees, he sees a truck carrying a bear, just barreling towards him.
Buzz boy!
He dives out of the toll booth as this wooden construct just blows apart to fragments. It's caught at multiple angles, and somehow there's a gas explosion as well, even though there's no tanker in there, as you just blast through it.
Yeah, retired toll guards are notorious for being stored with methane and napalm. Gasoline.
Yes, exactly.
Full of gasoline.
Yeah, it's full of gasoline. There's just an enormous black and red just smoke cloud blasts.
Oh no, the toll
around
booth and gasoline storage.
But you just walk out the other side, no singes on you nor your brother. But Pontus, you just see that enormous display happen as you get up to the toll booth.
Making a Michael Bay movie.
Just, I'd like to just have talk to the officer who was in the toll booth. You all right there, mate? Having a bad day?
The guy's conked out.
Yeah. I'm just gonna go. I'll pay the toll next time. Is that okay?
Chuck
step over
a
him.
penny in the barrel.
You leave like an IOU on him. All right. And you have been reunited with your circus.
Good. We need to get out of here now.
The bearded dwarf and the merman nod as they tell everybody, all right, yeah, pack stuff up again. We're not doing a show here. We need to get going.
We just had the weirdest hour of our life.
I'd like to give my manager a big manly pack in the back, laugh, and just go, "We headed to."
I don't know, anywhere but here and the other place. In the last 24 hours, we've committed about 20 crimes.
You have a look at the map to see if there's anywhere that you can escape to. Obviously you've left Trottelera where you almost performed regicide. You want to leave Decchio where you performed bear theft auto. So there is a kingdom out in the distance though, and I'll tell you what is the name of this kingdom?
I'm not familiar with it. Are you, Ivan?
What's it
don't put me in the spot like this. Berotska. There we go.
The Kingdom of Berotska.
Berotska. B-E-R.
Berotska.
Yeah.
And you decide, well, we haven't been there yet, and we haven't committed a crime there yet, so might as well take our chances as you whip the horses, you get on your carts, and you head off before the Decchio police force can properly respond to the carnage that has ensued.
Yep, sounds like a plan to me.
Sounds pretty good. And with that,
the sun sets on our heroes.
Big quotations, heroes.
Smouldering ruins in the background.
We've destroyed a city.
As it does a classic end of an action movie helicopter pull out, and it shows all the chaos that's been wrecked in the town that you've just left.
It's just pan out, and then me turn into the circus manager and going, I like being in the circus.
Ivan, we've got a great future ahead of us.
So I suppose what I will ask is, as it seems like the adventure has nicely tied up there, what happens next for the two of you? Because obviously Pieter, I imagine that you'll try and reunite him with his mother and tell him don't get framed for crimes again or something like that.
I'll discipline him and have a heavy word with Mama. Wrestle more things. That's Ivan's goal, is to wrestle more things. The biggest and the baddest to break.
I think it'd be a good idea to take the bears with us. Like, they're not going to be safe in this area.
That's the point, actually. Bears they seem pretty well trained. I mean, they speak fluent Kingdomese, so,
Yeah,
you know.
Your mother could work on concessions. Your brother, I don't know, he could, we'll find a place for them in the circus.
Family
Train him
circus, yes.
Like the comic book Family Circus. You could train him to ride a unicycle or something, or to juggle, or both. That'd be good. Maybe replace his hat wear to like a fez or something like that. That might be.
Get him on tiny bike. It'll be embarrassing. I will laugh.
Ivan, this bike is too small for me. What do I cannot ride it.
Pedal tiny bike, Peter. You pedal tiny bike now.
Just
Do you want to go back to prison? Get on the bike.
I have to say, it's really hard to stop doing the Ivan voice when you start doing it. My partner's just giving me all sorts of disappointed stares.
Much like him being a runaway train, the voice is also a runaway train. It can't stop.
I really can't. I'll be doing this for hours later.
Oh no. Well, that sounds pretty good. So I guess just the two of you continue to run the circus then until, as far as you can, really.
Yeah.
But deciding not to go back to Dekio, where they'll probably recognize you, and probably not go back to Trottelera, where you choked out the king.
Yeah, well, we burn every bridge we come across. It's kind of our business policy. I don't know about Rob, but I'm happy to bring Ivan back for another adventure. I've enjoyed myself.
Oh, good.
I'm sure they'd be would like to redo it again. I just want to make sure we did send flowers and chocolates to the king to make sure he was okay.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And he has got a bit of a sweet tooth, so I think he did appreciate it.
Oh, I would have sent an autographed headshot with the words "wuss" written on the back.
Round 2 question.
Round 2 question mark. Don't forget, I choked you out.
Get well soon, King Loser.
Get well soon, King Loser. Love, Ivan.
I like to think the king would appreciate that.
I think so too. I mean, he did get right. I mean, I think he thought that he had a chance there, but maybe there may be a rematch in the future. Which, I guess, you've already said that. You'd consider bringing him back. But what did you think? Did you two enjoy yourselves?
Yeah, this was a lot of fun.
It has been fantastic. It's so much fun. I've not had this much fun role playing in a while.
My throat is wrecked, but I had fun.
Good stuff. And I suppose I will ask before we wrap up this episode of Question Show, are there any last shout-outs or plugs that you guys would like to do?
Yeah, of course. I want to say first as well, thank you so much for having us. This is it was really good to be invited on. It's been you've been a really good DM. This is really it was interesting just to see where it was going and all the kind of the twists and turns.
Oh, well, thank you. And yeah, this was a lot of fun. Like I said, this is the first 2-person one that we've done, and you two were a really good opportunity because as the episode demonstrates, you have a really good back and forth. So I don't know, maybe we'll have to do another 2-person one in the future, either with you guys or I guess whoever else.
Definitely up for that. Well, if people want to catch more of mine and Rob's hilarity, we are on Twitch. We stream on my Twitch channel, which is Digi_Matt. There's 2 T's in that. Rob joins me in that. Rob also has a Twitter where I'll let him do that. I have a Twitter as well, which is Digi_Matt. You can catch me there. Rob, you want to do your stuff? I'll let you explain yours.
I'm not really associated with any other channels or sites at the moment, so in between jobs. So if you want to know what I'm up to, Twitter's usually the best way. I am at the ProperRob. That's all caps for each word. But I've had so much fun. I think we can only thank you. We can't thank you enough, really, for today.
Well, that's absolutely fine. Well, thank you very much for coming on. And with that, thank you very much for listening to Question Show. I have been James. You can follow me on Twitter at HotCider. I would also like to thank the Patreon producers that made this episode possible, which include Chasm, Valerie B, and VG. If you would like to help with the production of episodes of Question Show or anything else that I make, please consider supporting me on Patreon over at patreon.com/hotcider. HOTCYDER. Links to relevant websites will be in the description below. And until next time, thank you very much for listening, and goodbye.
Bye, everybody.
Goodbye.